You ever notice how the women you think about the most are the ones who never reach out? It's strange, isn't it? She's in your head all day, her laugh, her texts, her silence. Everything she does lives rent-free in your mind. But for her, you barely exist. And that realization cuts deep. Because what hurts isn't her silence. It's what that silence says about you. Let's face it, brother, you're trapped. Not by her, but by your own thoughts. You've turned her into a ghost that haunts you, even when she's not around. You can't move forward because every time your phone buzzes, you secretly hope it's her, but it never is. So today, we're going to talk about why that happens, what her silence really means, and how to finally break free from this emotional loop that's quietly draining you. Because the truth hurts, but it also heals. Let's begin. First, the trap you don't see coming. Let's start with the part no one wants to admit. She's always on your mind, but you're never on hers. You think about her every morning, every night, every quiet hour between. She's in your head like a song you can't stop humming. You check your phone too often, scroll through old messages, replay conversations you've had 100 times. But her name? It never shows up. Not once. That's the trap. You've built her in your head. She's not even real anymore. Not the version you knew. You've turned her into a story, a ghost made of memories and what-ifs. Every time you think of her, you give her a little more space in your mind, and every time she doesn't call, you lose a little more of yourself. See, what most men don't understand is that obsession doesn't come from love. It comes from absence. The human mind hates empty spaces. When someone goes quiet, your brain fills the silence with fantasy. You start imagining she's just busy, or she's scared of her feelings, or maybe she's waiting for the right time. But that's not the truth. The truth is, she doesn't feel the need to reach out. In her world, you're already accounted for. She knows how much you care. She knows you'd answer if she called. She knows you'd drop everything for her. And that's why she doesn't bother. You've made her feel secure without her doing anything to earn it. And what's freely given gets taken for granted. Now here's the painful part. You think your thoughts have power over her, but they don't. The more you think about her, the less she feels you. Energy doesn't flow toward obsession, it flows toward absence. When someone pulls away, your attention should too. But you're stuck, feeding the loop. That's how most men live, waiting for a message that never comes, chasing peace from a person who already moved on. And the worst part, she's not even cruel, she's just comfortable. But Stoicism teaches one thing above all: control what you can control. You can't make her call, but you can stop giving her power. You can stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. You can stop replaying her voice in your head. You can stop feeding the ghost. Because the moment you pull your mind back from her, she loses control. And when you stop waiting, you start winning. Second, why she never reaches out. Here's the cold truth. She's not calling because she doesn't need to. She already knows where you stand. She knows if she sent you one text, you'd light up. If she wanted attention, she could get it any time. That's not power, that's certainty. And certainty kills desire. You've become emotionally predictable. And the moment you become predictable, you lose tension. And tension is what keeps attraction alive. It's like reading the same chapter of a book over and over. After a while, it doesn't excite her anymore. See, men chase comfort, but women chase emotion. She wants to feel something: uncertainty, curiosity, anticipation. But you've given her answers before she's even asked the questions. She knows you'll respond. She knows you'll double text. She knows you'll wait. And when someone knows your every move, you become invisible. Think of it like this. If you walked by the same painting every day, eventually you'd stop noticing it. That's how she sees you now. She's not ignoring you to be cruel. She's just numb to your presence. There's no mystery left. Now let's be clear. This isn't about games. It's about psychology. People value what feels scarce, not what's always available. When your energy, attention, and time become free for the taking, she stops earning them. And what's easy to get rarely feels worth keeping. Her silence isn't rejection, it's reflection. It's showing you that you've made yourself too easy to reach, too eager to please. And the more you wait for her call, the more she feels your energy reaching toward her, and the less she needs to reciprocate. In Stoic thought, this is attachment disguised as patience. You tell yourself you're being loyal, understanding, kind, but deep down, it's fear. Fear of letting go, fear of being forgotten, fear of being invisible. But you can't chase someone into caring. You can only remove yourself so they notice the space you once filled. And if they don't notice, that's your answer. So stop checking your notifications like your life depends on them. Stop hoping for the one message that will fix everything. Her silence already told you what you needed to know. You just didn't want to hear it. Third, what her silence actually means. Let's decode her silence for what it really is. Not a mystery, not a test, not a signal you need to interpret. It's a statement. When she doesn't call, she's saying, "I'm fine without your attention." And that should wake you up, because it means the dynamic between you two is serving her, not you. She gets your attention when she wants it, your validation when she's bored, your replies when she's lonely. But you get nothing back. No investment, no curiosity, no effort. It's an uneven exchange, and it's been that way for a while. Now, don't misunderstand. Women aren't evil for doing this. They're emotional creatures who respond to how you make them feel. If you make yourself too available, she won't feel urgency. If you constantly chase, she won't feel desire. It's not malice, it's psychology. Attraction is built on uncertainty, not consistency. The feminine mind needs mystery, a question mark, something to wonder about. That's what triggers curiosity. That's what makes her want to reach out. But when she knows exactly how you feel, when she knows you'll always reply, when she knows you're waiting, there's no space for emotion. You've become safe, and safe, in attraction, means dull. Her silence isn't a puzzle to solve. It's proof that the energy between you has gone flat. You're emotionally settled, and that kills her interest. She's not missing you because she doesn't feel your absence. She's comfortable without you, and you can't make someone miss what never disappeared. So what now? You shift the frame. You stop being the man who waits. You stop chasing what's not chasing back. You rebuild your self-worth piece by piece. Not to get her back, but to get yourself back. Once you truly detach, her silence will stop hurting. It'll start teaching. It'll remind you who you are when you're not chasing. And ironically, that's when you become the kind of man she can't ignore. Because real power isn't in making her call. It's in not needing her to. 4. How to shift the dynamic. All right, let's talk about action. You want her attention back. You want that curiosity to return. Then you have to disappear. Not in anger, not to play tricks, but to reclaim your space. The first rule: no contact, no texts, no stories, no likes, nothing. Let her feel your absence. At first, she won't care. Maybe she won't even notice. But slowly, her mind starts asking quiet questions. Why isn't he watching my stories? Did he lose interest? Did someone else catch his eye? That's where the shift happens, when she realizes your attention wasn't guaranteed. But listen carefully. Your absence can't be empty. Don't just sit there waiting for her to notice. That's not detachment, that's pretending. Fill your silence with meaning. Go to the gym. Hang out with friends. Learn a skill. Post photos that show peace, not pain. Let your life speak louder than any message. When she checks your profile and there's no sign of you missing her, no sad quotes, no hints, no nostalgia, just calm, confident energy, she'll feel it. That sting of realization. He's fine without me. That's power. That's the kind of silence that flips the script. She might start texting again. She might get curious. But by then, something inside you will have shifted. You'll see how much of your peace you traded for her attention, and you won't want to go back. See, the goal isn't to make her chase. The goal is to stop chasing what's not real, to let your energy return to yourself, to build a life so full that her absence no longer echoes. And once you reach that point, she'll feel it. That emotional pull you used to give away for free will now be directed inward, and ironically, that's when she'll call. Not because you played a game, but because you became scarce, focused, alive. That's how the dynamic shifts, not with anger, with peace. 5. The truth that hurts and heals. Here's the part that'll sting a little. You never missed her. You missed the way she made you feel. That feeling of being wanted, seen, chosen. That's what you're really chasing. But when she stopped calling, that feeling vanished. And instead of facing that loss, you turned it into obsession. You made her the answer to your emptiness. But Stoicism says, what disturbs your mind comes not from events, but from your judgment about them. Her silence isn't pain. Your attachment to it is. You think her call will fix something inside you, but it won't. Because what you need isn't her message. It's your own peace. You've mistaken validation for connection. You've mistaken obsession for love. And the moment you stop waiting, you'll see it clearly. She didn't take your peace. You gave it away. When you finally pull back your energy, something powerful happens. You wake up one day and realize you're not waiting anymore. You stop checking your phone. You stop rehearsing what you'll say if she calls. You stop craving her attention. And strangely, that's when you become magnetic again. Because peace is rare, calm is rare, detachment is rare, and when a man becomes rare, women notice. So yes, maybe she'll call, maybe she won't. But by then, it won't matter. You'll be too busy living, too focused on building, too calm to care. And that's the irony. The day you stop needing her call is the day she finally dials your number. But you won't pick up out of desperation. You'll pick up out of peace, because you'll know you were never waiting for her. You were waiting for yourself. If this message hit home, drop the word freedom in the comments, not just to say it, but to remind yourself what you're fighting for. And if you're ready to take your power back, subscribe, because behavior insight is where men stop chasing and start becoming. Remember this, her silence isn't rejection, it's redirection back to yourself, and that's where the real strength begins.